I mentioned in a previous episode that Wreck-It Ralph was the first Disney Studios release I saw in cinemas since Milan back in 1998. That's 14 years, over half my life, with no Disney in it. What the hell happened? Well, puberty. The boobs kicked in and Disney got kicked out. You have to understand, the early noughties weren't like today. It was not cool to be a teenager who liked Disney, despite, or perhaps because, they seemed to be pandering to teens more. Very unsuccessfully. I've been well and truly seduced by Pixar, of course, but with the release of Cars, Cars 2, and, yes, Brave, even that devotion was being tested. Was this the end of my childhood? At the tender age of 24? Then one day, in early 2013, 6 straight months of trying to live and work around noisy builders forced me out of the house into my nearest cinema. The only thing on that I hadn't seen already was Wreck-It Ralph. I'd seen the trailer and had written it off as more pandering bullshit. My god, was I wrong. Not only is Wreck-It Ralph actually really good, it's now in my top 5 favourite Disney films, and one of my favourite films of all time. I adore everything about it, from the vast variety of animation and colours, to the tightly structured story, and, of course, the characters. On the surface of it, Vanellope should be a character I hate. She's bratty and precocious and annoying and indignant. Basically, she's Marie. But Marie was a passive rescue mission. Vanellope is the exact opposite. For a start, she has a really interesting backstory, which gives her a solid motivation for all her actions, and a quirk that's both visually entertaining and allows her a streak of sympathy. Not too much sympathy. It would have been easy to go the poor mistreated child route, but there is a chance that the other races don't like her, not just because she's a glitch that threatens her existence, but because she's irritating and loud and boastful. And this just makes her more relatable. That's right, not only am I defending an annoying character, I'll go so far as to say that it's good she's annoying. It's interesting. Even integral for us to root for her and her ambitions. I do have a few criticisms. None that ruin my enjoyment of the movie, but criticisms nonetheless. Firstly, the insult trade-off between her and Ralph.
Are you a hobo?
A selfish diaper, baby.
Come on, Jumbo.
President Fart Feathers.
Why are your hands so freakishly big?
I don't know. Why are you so freakishly annoying?
Ugh. But she's just a little kid, and he's just trying to connect with her. So if a few lame comebacks is the price I have to pay to see these two characters happy, then fuck it, I'll pay it. Secondly, although I really like that she ditches her status as a monarch for a constitutional one, it's wildly inaccurate of her to call it a democracy. She just appointed herself president without a vote. That doesn't make her a democrat, that makes her a despot. And thirdly, and actually this one does bother me quite a bit, at one point, King Candy explains why Vanellope is not allowed to race.
When they see her glitching and then give twitching and just being herself, they'll think our game is broken. We'll be put out of order for good.
He is, as it turns out, hiding the truth, but given what we know about how this world works, he's not wrong. It's pure plot contrivance that means the players like her even though she's glitching. And hang on, why even is she still glitching? By crossing the finish line, she reset herself. So whether she's mastered control of it or not, she should not be a glitch anymore. Like I say, none of this spoils the film for me. It's all secondary to Ralph's story anyway, and there's plenty of other awesomeness to offset it. Such as... I don't even know where to start with Calhoun, she's just fucking hilarious. Every single second she's on screen, she's entertaining. I love how direct she is.
I'm Markowski.
I love her design. I love the fantastically well-written dialogue she was given, with Jane Lynch's, of course, perfect delivery.
Flattery don't charge these batteries, civilian. Doomsday and Armageddon just had a baby, and it is ugly. Cybugs will chew up that game faster than a chicken hawk in a coop of crippled roosters.
What was that now?
But her highlight is the tragic backstory she was programmed with, which I won't dare give away here, it is too good to spoil. Her romance with Fix-It Felix is a bit weird, but I have to admit, it is funny to see a retro game character and a modern game character interacting.
That's just the honey glow in my cheeks.
Okay.
As opposite as they seem, they do have some very similar traits. Calhoun has a great need to fix stuff, which is very much Felix's thing, and though he's not as gung-ho, Felix is, by design, a leader like she is. For an entirely unnecessary romance, I dig it. And it's worth it just for this one moment. Wreck-It Ralph reignited my passion for Disney just as it was about to die, and fueled me to watch Lilo and Stitch, another favourite of mine, and Tangled, which made me realise Disney was back on form. And they went on to prove that in a big way with their next release, the highest grossing and most inescapable animated film ever, Frozen. Join me next time for a look at the younger of the princesses, Anna.